Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a memory wire bracelet using 6/0 Czech glass seed beads. Now, the reason I'm going to make this really simple is because we have this beautiful mix of seed beads to work with. Now, this is the Royal Topaz mix, and again, these are 6/0 seed beads. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these out onto my work surface here. It's just so really beautiful. So you can see that there's a beautiful little mix here. Some are a little bit more transparent. Some have that beautiful rich gold. So that's the whole tube there. There we go. Last one. I'm going to set that aside. So I'm going to be using some gold memory wire here. Now this comes with 12 loops. So we are going to do a little experiment to see if I use the whole tube, how many rings and loops can I get? But of course, as you do this, you will be able to adjust as needed. All right, so the only tools that we're going to need is a pair of round nose pliers, and I'm using a really good pair of Xuron pliers here. And then I'm using my memory wire cutters. Please do not try to use your regular flush cutters on your memory wire. You will absolutely destroy them and you will be very sad, and I don't want to see that happen to you. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to set my cutters aside because we're not sure how long we want our bracelet to be just yet. So now I'm going to come to one end of the memory wire. And here it is. And the first thing we're going to do is create a little stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those round nose pliers on the very tippy end there, and I'm just going to curl it in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl mine in towards the center because I want it to kind of have a nice little sleek finish on the outside. If you wanted to add a charm, you could curl it towards the center, or you could curl it sort of outwards, going like that. But I'm going to curl mine inwards on mine because I want to just create a sort of golden bangle kind of look here. So I'm just going to create a nice little small loop there, just bending it ever so, and you can see that I'm just kind of working it. Sorry, I got off camera there for a second. Just kind of working it in so that I have that nice little loop there at the bottom. So you see that? Perfect. Now mine does have a little bit of space there, but I'm not too worried. These are nice big seed beads. They're going to slide on there super duper easy. If you are going to add a charm, make sure that that loop is nice and closed. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set that tool aside as well. I'll give myself plenty of room to work here. Now, all I need to do is just kind of take this, and I'm just going to start scooping up seed beads, and I'm going to try to alternate mine so that I don't have any one color next to each other. I'm not going for any kind of pattern here, just wanting to kind of scoop them up, and then you can kind of coil them down and let them go and sit down there at the bottom, just kind of scooch them down. So that's it. This is the whole project, guys, but I think it's going to actually yield a really neat result. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to be back in just a few minutes to show you what that end result is and to see how far we've gotten on our 12 loops of memory wire. But look at how gorgeous that is already. So pretty. All right, I will be right back. Okay, before I show you, does anyone want to guess how many loops I could do with that entire tube of beads? Turns out I could do about 5, but look at how beautiful that is. So that's about half my memory wire. So if you wanted to get a second one, you could do another entire bracelet, which I actually think is pretty cool. All right, so yeah, so you get about 5, a little over 5 loops there. If you kind of count around 1, 2, 3, yeah, about 5, a little over 5, maybe 5.5. So how beautiful is that? And you can see we have our nice little loop there on the end that is just going to kind of tuck in there, and you almost don't even see it because this mix is so beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this one off. So what we are going to do is we are going to come in with our memory wire cutters, and what I want to do is I want to cut so I have about at least a ½ inch. So if you're kind of looking at your pliers, I've sort of doubled up the space of my pliers, so that's kind of a good little gauge there. So we're going to go ahead and cut that, and you want to hold on to your beads because they might spring out on you. Set that aside, and now we're going to come in with our round nose pliers and make that simple wire loop again, same way, just sort of bringing it in onto those beads there, just sort of twisting. And that wire is going to be nice and tough, so we want to make sure that we get that loop nice and tight, and go ahead and tuck, 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 tuck. Perfect. All right, so there we go. So that is our little memory wire bracelet. The way I suggest you guys kind of put these on is you just sort of put one around the wrist and you just kind of wrap it up. There we go. And you just kind of wrap the wrist around. and you have a beautiful little bracelet, and it will have that nice little shape to it. Now, I love that this actually kind of finishes that way on my wrist. So this is, you can see that it's a little kind of, not tight, but it's definitely taut around my wrist. My wrist is about a 6 1/4, 6 1/2. So just so you can see how that fits there, you'll be able to adjust hopefully for your size. This is the 2.25 memory wire. We do also have different sizes of memory wire as well. So if you want to go up or down a size, we have that for you to explore, and they should both work with the 6/0 seed beads. And because it's memory wire, it comes right back to its great cute little form there. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can get all of these supplies and see even more tutorial videos by heading over to Beadaholique.com.